11번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
If you were at a social gathering in a large building, and you overheard someone say that the roof is on fire, what would be your reaction? Until you knew more information, your first inclination might be toward safety and survival. But if you were to find out that this particular person was talking about a song called The Roof is on Fire, your feelings of threat and danger would be diminished. So once the additional facts are understood that the person was referring to a song, and not a real fire, the context is better understood, and you are in a better position to judge and react. All too often people react far too quickly and emotionally over information without establishing context. It is so important for us to identify context related to information, because if we fail to do so, we may judge and react too quickly.
12번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
Experts on writing say, get rid of as many words as possible. Each word must do something important. If it doesn't, get rid of it. Well, this doesn't work for speaking. It takes more words to introduce, express, and adequately elaborate an idea in speech than it takes in writing. Why is this so? While the reader can reread, the listener cannot rehear. Speakers do not come equipped with a replay button, because listeners are easily distracted. They will miss many pieces of what a speaker says. If they miss the crucial sentence, they may never catch up. This makes it necessary for speakers to talk longer about their points, using more words on them than would be used to express the same idea in writing.
13번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
We tend to go long periods of time without reaching out to the people we know. Then, we suddenly take notice of the distance that has formed, and we scramble to make repairs. We call people we haven't spoken to in ages, hoping that one small effort will erase the months and years of distance we've created. However, this rarely works. Relationships aren't kept up with big one-time fixes. They're kept up with regular maintenance, like a car. In our relationships, we have to make sure that not too much time goes by between oil changes, so to speak. This isn't to say that you shouldn't bother calling someone just because it's been a while since you've spoken. Just that it's more ideal not to let yourself fall out of touch in the first place. Consistency always brings better results.
14번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
Some experts estimate that as much as half of what we communicate is done through the way we move our bodies. Paying attention to the nonverbal messages you send can make a significant difference in your relationship with students. In general, most students are often closely tuned in to their teacher's body language. For example, when your students first enter the classroom, their initial action is to look for their teacher. Think about how encouraging and empowering it is for a student when that teacher has a friendly greeting and a welcoming smile. Smiling at students to let them know that you are glad to see them does not require a great deal of time or effort, but it can make a significant difference in the classroom climate right from the start of class.
15번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
You already have a business and you're about to launch your blog, so that you can sell your product. Unfortunately, here is where a business mind can be a bad thing. Most people believe that to have a successful business blog promoting a product, they have to stay strictly on the topic. If all you're doing is shamelessly promoting your product, then who is going to want to read the latest thing you're writing about? Instead, you need to give some useful or entertaining information away for free so that people have a reason to keep coming back. Only by doing this can you create an interested audience that you will then be able to sell to. So, the best way to be successful with a business blog is to write about things that your audience will be interested in.
16번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
It is difficult for any of us to maintain a constant level of attention throughout our working day. We all have body rhythms, characterized by peaks and valleys of energy and alertness. You will achieve more and feel confident as a benefit if you schedule your most demanding tasks at times when you are best able to cope with them. If you haven't thought about energy peaks before, take a few days to observe yourself. Try to note the times when you are at your best. We are all different. For some, the peak will come first thing in the morning. But for others it may take a while to warm up.
17번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은
Research shows that people who work have two calendars, one for work and one for their personal lives. Although it may seem sensible, having two separate calendars for work and personal life can lead to distractions. To check if something is missing, you will find yourself checking your to-do lists multiple times. Instead, organize all of your tasks in one place. It doesn't matter if you use digital or paper media. It's okay to keep your professional and personal tasks in one place. This will give you a good idea of how time is divided between work and home. This will allow you to make informed decisions about which tasks are most important.
18번. 다음 글에서 필자가 주장하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은
We are always teaching our children something by our words and our actions. They learn from seeing, they learn from hearing and from overhearing. Children share the values of their parents about the most important things in life. Our priorities and principles and our examples of good behavior can teach our children to take the high road when other roads look tempting. Remember that children do not learn the values that make up strong character simply by being told about them. They learn by seeing the people around them act on and uphold those values in their daily lives. Therefore, show your child good examples of life by your action. In our daily lives, we can show our children that we respect others. We can show them our compassion and concern when others are suffering, and our own self-discipline, courage and honesty as we make difficult decisions.